Darling in the warm-up jacket next to Rick Aguilera. Dwight Gooden was on the mound, but great Scott, a fellow All-Star, Mike Scott, was matching him. Gooden was down 1-0 when Denny Walling, who destroys the Mets, hits a 2-run shot off of Gooden. It knocked him out of the game, and Dwight Gooden took it out on the cooler in the dugout. Gooden was anything but cool in a bad performance. But the Mets staged one of their patented rallies. They scored 4 in the ninth. They almost got shut out for the second straight game. Darryl Strawberry's home run tied it. Then, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Roger McDowell gives up this home run to Craig Reynolds, and the biggest crowd in 6 years at the Astrodome. 44,000 explode with a come-from-behind Astro victory. The Mets have lost 2 out of 3. Gooden loses his 5th, and Houston is now tied for first place with the victory.
Even with the loss, the Mets still have been the hottest team in the National League so far, but the Reds have been a close runner-up. Over the last 2 months, Cincinnati has the second-best record in the National League. Now, this team was picked to win the West, so they're just starting to prove worthy of that selection. Their opponent today, the Phillies and the Heat. Equally as hot, Dave Parker, third inning against All-Star Shane Raleigh. He did not look like an All-Star on this pitch, but Parker did. His 18th home run of the year, the Reds led it 4-0. Top of the fourth, Mike Schmidt at the plate, and a patented swing and a patented result. A home run for Schmidt. He leads the National League with 21. The homer came off Bill Gullickson. It was 4-2 Reds. 7th inning, Ron Reynolds at third. Greg Gross hits the looping liner. And watch Eric Davis, All-Star written all over him, comes up with the play. Reds get out of the inning. They also get a win. The final 5-2. The Reds are a win away from a .500 record. Now to Olympic Stadium. The Braves trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. Montreal trying to improve on the 4th best record in baseball. Top of the 5th, Tim Raines at third. Tim Wallach hits a grounder to Rafael Ramirez, and Tim Raines is out at the plate. The Braves still led it 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning after an Ozzie Virgil RBI, Andres Thomas. We have not seen how good this kid can be, but he gives you a glimpse here. His 6th home run of the year, a 3-run job. The Braves led it 5-0. They went on to win it by the final of 7-2. Palmer with the win. Jay Tibbs took the loss. Now to Busch Stadium. Equally as hot there. How would you like to be Fred Bird when it's 125 degrees? Andy Van Slyke at the plate. The first time he faced Bob Welch in his rookie year, he struck out. But a little retribution here. A home run, and the Cardinals led it 2-1 in the 7th. We go to the 8th inning. Ricky Horton is relieving Bob Forsch. Runners are on the corner against Franklin Stubbs. And Stubbs will show a 5-4-3 double play. The Cards get out of the inning. And we went to the 9th. They still led it 2-1. Todd Worrell on the mound going for his 16th save. It is a no contest with Len Matuzak. The Cardinals win it by the final of 2-1 for Bob Forsch, his 8th win of the season. Now to Wrigley Field. Bottom of the 3rd inning, the Cubs were trailing 5-1, but Gary Matthews, a 3-run home run off All-Star Mike Krukow, made the score 5-4 Giants. They had 4 home runs on the day, 15 hits, including the bottom of the 8th with Ryan Sandberg, a solo job off Jeff Robinson. The final from Wrigley Field, 11-6. The Cubs, Sean Dunston and Dave Martinez also hit back-to-back home runs. Also in the National League, it was Pittsburgh over San Diego, dramatic style. Jim Morrison's RBI single with 2 outs, bottom of the 9th against Goose Gossage, gave the Pirates the win. Steve Garvey and Marvell Wynn homered for the Padres. Gary?
As the day began, New York had nudged nearer to the top in the American League East than they'd been since mid-June. The Yankees were within 5 games of Boston, and with a month and a half to whip up on Western teams before battling the Eastern contenders in September. Saturday, they look for their 3rd straight win against the White Sox. Chicago and Yankee Stadium. John Cangelosi at the plate. He's been tearing up New York, and it finally paid off for Chicago. Top of the 2nd, drag bunt, and New York doesn't know what to do with it. Totally out of position. Then Willie Randolph throws it by Don Mattingly. 2-run score. Chicago up 4-1, and Ron Kittle saying his teammates are gunning down the Yankee pitcher, Scott Nielsen. Then Chicago turns some defense behind former Yankee Joe Colley to get the out at first. Then Greg Walker comes home and nails the runner trying to score. Mike Pagliarulo is out, and George Steinbrenner is outraged. His team falls after winning 2 straight. Could have kept the heat on the Red Sox. Instead, they fall 8-3 to Chicago, and the White Sox are 7.5 out in the West. They couldn't gain any ground on California because they started early on Dave Steve. Last appearance was as a reliever. His first pitch was a Jose Canseco home run. This time, bottom of the 1st, Rupert Jones leads off the game for California with a solo shot. Meanwhile, John Candelaria won his 3rd straight game since coming off the disabled list July 8th. Gene Mark liked what he saw there. Candelaria is 3-0. Now Bill Caudle tastes some of Rupert Jones' medicine. A 3-run shot off the reliever. Dave Stieb, the ERA champion of a year ago, has lost
Two of the players.
Jones hits a pair of home runs. The Angels romp 9-3. Cleveland wins another one in Royal Stadium 6-4.
Ojeda and Aguilera charged.
Fourth straight game, number 307 on his career, a 6-4 victory for the Indians at ties Niekro for 14th on the all-time list. To Tiger Stadium, where Detroit went to the 12th inning, tied with the Rangers, and then, after being down a run, Kirk Gibson gets it back, and then some. A 3-run shot in the bottom of the 12th, and Detroit has won 5 straight. Texas falls to 2.5 out. Memorial Stadium, Baltimore. Neil Heaton on the mound for the visiting Twins, scoreless when Rick Dempsey connects in the second inning, breaks the scoreless tie with his 9th home run, just 3 off his career best for a season. Meanwhile, Mike Flanagan was pitching brilliantly. He has had a career against the Twins, strikes out Tom Bernansky, one of 3 straight, 6 on the evening. But as often happens in an Oriole win, they hand it over to Don Ossie. He picks up his 25th save. The man who looks like a cross between Don Stanhouse and Tim Stoddard